I went to New York University and I asked the students, what advice do you have for incoming freshmen?
Ooh, well, you gotta stay on top of your funds at all time. Every part of this city is designed to finesse you. So, stay vigilant. Stay vigilant.
Welcome to Let's Talk University, where we talk about anything and everything with college students from across the country. This video is brought to you by stepping out of your comfort zone. Freshman year at college is the start of a new challenge. LTU wants to make sure you're prepared for this transition by sharing the advice from the people who have recently lived through this defining year. By the way, make sure you never miss out on the conversation by clicking on that subscribe button and turning on notifications by clicking on that bell. Let's see what tips the students at NYU have for incoming freshmen.
Question everything. I think it's so easy to forget why you're doing what you're doing, especially. I got this tattooed on my arm. I don't know if you can see that, but it just says wake up in a circle to remind me that this world is kind of just given to us and we're expected to just accept it. Don't do that. I think much more fun and interesting way to live a life is to constantly examine why what's happening around you is happening and why people are saying what they're saying.
Don't let the homesickness get to you, because I let it get to me and I regret it, and really once you get past it and get used to New York, take some acclimation. It's a big transition for anyone, I think.
Know that you're going to be feeling a lot of FOMO, but don't let that really guide you too much. In the sense that if there's something that you want to do and that conflicts with something you know all of your friends are doing, I think that you should still always go for what you feel like is going to be most beneficial for yourself.
Fall semester is going to be rough. You may feel like you want to transfer, or you may think, oh, I should have gone to that state school that all my friends went to. Once I think probably the first semester passes, it gets so much better. There's always that rough patch as a freshman where you feel like you don't know anyone or you're never gonna make any friends, but that's what everyone is going through. It's definitely a shared experience, even if people aren't talking about it. So I would say just put yourself out there in that first semester that you're in college. Go to every event, go to everything that catches your eye. It's not uncool to have school spirit, so just immerse yourself in the campus.
Incoming freshman, I would say to be involved. Coming out of high school is kind of the cool thing to do is to, not say hi to people you don't really know, to make them say hi to you, and all that stupid stuff. And I think that's how I was freshman year. I didn't really reach out that much. I'm on a sports team here, so I kind of had my friends' sports team, my roommates, and I didn't really make the effort to branch out. And I think that's something that kids should for sure do. But, I think that it's really important to branch out, to, make the effort to join clubs. Rush Creek, if you want to, I don't know. I never did that, but if you want to, and talk to kids in class. Don't be, afraid to say hi. My name is John, what's yours, right? So I'd say for sure just be involved. And if you don't like a group of people, that's totally fine. If you just think that, you just have different opinions or different views and different goals, it's no big deal. You can always just not hang out with them as much. But I think the important thing is to just give everybody a shot and to really spread a wide net and to really see, who you click with, who you think is interesting, who you think is, expanding your horizons.
Don't have too high expectations. You get what you get.
I think a lot of people told me this, to take advantage of everything. And yeah, that means clubs. You probably you probably won't be in a ton of clubs at the end of your 4 years, but just taking an opportunity to go after everything that New York has to offer. So going to a music show on a Wednesday or something like that, really taking advantage of everything.
Well, given that I was a freshman 7 years ago, I think take care of your mental well-being. About 1 in every 5 people in the United States have a sort of mental incapability, but they're not diagnosed because they don't go to the healthcare professional, or they don't really think that it's a problem. But there are many tragedies across all universities of students committing suicide, and actually yesterday someone in the med school committed suicide. So a 4th-year student ready to graduate, and those things are so sad. Know that I guess it's not the end, even if you think it is. And there have been studies across different groups of people that have wanted to commit suicide but failed, and almost all of those people regretted committing that action. So even when you think you want to die, there's going to be a moment right before that you're going to regret it, and just take care of
to prioritize the things that matter to you most. And like, if that is studies, then like you need to put effort forth towards not like doing it all the time, doing your work all the time necessarily, but like organizing your time so that you can do all the things that you want in your first semester here. I was playing on a collegiate sports team at Oberlin, and like I didn't do as well academically as I probably should have because like I was putting so much time towards soccer. So I would say like definitely focus on your shit.
Just try everything because sometimes you don't know what you like, so just try it out and then you will figure it out.
Take advantage of Welcome Week. It's the best way to make friends. It's the best way to start getting involved. I think that was a mistake that I made. I didn't get involved in Welcome Week. I was kind of shut in my first year, so it was even harder for me to break out and like get involved within the school. So yeah, definitely like come out, like take advantage of all the opportunities in the first week.
There's like some interesting programs that you could do. Depending on the school that you're in, they usually have, when you're an incoming freshman or a new student, like cohort meetings. You are put together with similar students that like have shared interests with you, and you do like different activities around the city, and that's kind of like a way for them to like, you not like have friends, but just like know who your peers are. So there's like a bunch of little things like that.
Don't be afraid of people and putting yourself out there. It's really important, and you can find people in every kind of everything you like to do. There's somebody else who likes to do, and there's probably like a club or like like a club or a sport, like a club sport if you're into it. And don't be afraid to try new things. Like I played soccer all my life. I've started playing water polo, and I really, really love it.
On your first day here, like it's pretty overwhelming, especially for the shy. I think for like outgoing people, it's definitely not that much of an issue because like you'll find the parties and you'll find like your friends really, really fast because like people definitely like want to get down and party around here. But like for the shy people who like, it just gets really easy to like slip into a funk of like go to class, go back to your dorm, go to class, back to your dorm. And, like the reason it gets that easy is because like it's just so like separated. Like you don't, it's hard to like find your community. So just put yourself out there, like take some risks. And because if you don't, like it's gonna be a pretty lonely place out here. Like the city is just like a lonely place in general.
One of the most important things I learned was just that especially being in the city, like NYU isn't all there is. Like you're in New York City, there's so many opportunities you can take. You just kind of have to go for them.
So I'd say, yeah, just make the effort to be involved. Even if you aren't outgoing, like I was an outgoing freshman year, now I'd say I'm outgoing, but I think it's a really important skill to gain just moving forward in life, because ultimately you could be, brilliant, but if you don't know really how to talk to people, no one really knows that you have that idea, that doesn't really matter, right? Because if you don't share your idea, then it's kind of dying with you.
Before you go, please like, subscribe, and let us know what other advice you have for freshmen, or which of these tips you found to be most valuable. After that, check out our other videos to keep the conversations going. Thanks for watching, we'll talk again soon.